winning? Do you love winning prizes for free? Well, we do too. Welcome to the Sweeping Up Sweepstakes podcast and YouTube channel, where we talk all about sweepstakes, contests, and giveaways. Oh my! Find out tips and tricks to enter smarter and increase your chances of winning. Now, here is your host that likes to boast from coast to coast about the most prizes he has won, Billy J.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Ahoy there, everyone. Captain Billy J here. Welcome to Captain Billy J Travels. And I am not alone. I have my first guest on with me. That is Miss Virginia. She's originally from Iowa. And we both moved down to Florida. And then she moved over to Alabama for some reason. But
Really? I'm like,
welcome, Virginia, to the show. All right, so I have Virginia on with me because today on this show we're going to talk about our recent trip to Fort Worth, Texas, because I won a sweepstakes trip. So this live is actually being broadcasted on Captain Billy J Travels YouTube, also on the Sweeping Up Sweepstakes YouTube channel and the Facebook page. So welcome to everyone that is on all those channels. Most of the people will probably be on the Captain Billy J Travels YouTube channel, but feel free to chat wherever you're at. But thank you guys for coming in. So yeah, we're going to show some pictures, video clips. Virginia and I will talk about our trip that we had this past weekend over in Texas, watching some professional bull riding, plus some of the other stuff that we did as well. So let's go ahead and let's welcome in the chat. Very first person that came in was Danny D, the supporter, super supporter. Welcome aboard, Danny D. Following up Danny D was Mary Ellen Dillon. She's a sweepstakes friend from Virginia. Welcome aboard. I was just on a Zoom meeting with her earlier. Following up Mary Ellen is Josh from the Moonlight Adventures. Welcome aboard, Jobber Josh. Good to have you here. And then, let's see. And cruising scene, Sharon is here. Welcome aboard, Sharon. We got to meet Sharon in Fort Worth, Texas. So, and we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. Thank you for coming in, Sharon. Megs and C's, my supreme moderator, is here. Welcome aboard, Meg. Good to have you here. My first mate, Meg, I should say.
what would you know about Meg?
I know, I'd be lost. She makes pizza rolls and she gives me some Diet Mountain Dew. So, next we have Eddie Lugo. Yo, what's up? Welcome aboard, Eddie. Good to have you here. Let's see. Dewey is here. Welcome aboard, Dewey. Good to have you here. Was on the Carnival Pride with him back in March, along with Danny. And then we're going to go see him again in October on a cruise. So, good to have you in here, Dewey. Sharon says, glad y'all got home. Same. Thank you, Sharon.
Yes, thank you.
We had a nice flight back. Wasn't too bad. Except someone's a little afraid of turbulence. But
I don't like it. I'm a wimp. It's okay.
Nightbot's here. Welcome aboard, Nightbot. So Nightbot, I had to reactivate Nightbot. But so if you put in the chat #creator, if you're on the Captain Billy J Travel YouTube channel, if you put in #creator, Nightbot should drop a link to your YouTube channel. So feel free to check out the other YouTube channels. In here, we have a few creators in here, and they would love for you to check them out. Jane and Travels is here. Welcome aboard. Good afternoon, Captain. Having a slushie while listening to your live. Well, welcome aboard, John and Nancy. Good to have you here. John loves his slushies. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. You said thank you. Scrolling down. Everyone's saying hello. Ooh, look, it's Virginia. So Sharon. Yay, Virginia. Wait, it didn't count me as a guest when I was on. What? Oh, no. I don't know why. Sir Gary of the Beaches is here. Welcome aboard, Sir Gary. Unfortunately, I will be sailing with him in October. Sailed with him back last September. So good to have you here, Gary. Let's take a look, see, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Scrolling through. Thank you, Meg, for taking care of the Sweepstakes chat. Yeah, she's a moderator over there as well. Because we had some issues last time. I did this multiple channel thing. Danny D says, one person, Billy in Virginia, meet Sharon and Gary. Yep, that's the cruising scene live. Thank you, Danny. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up button. Would appreciate it very much. On Facebook or on YouTube. Everybody's putting in their creator thing. Awesome. Kista's here. Welcome aboard, Kista. Good to have you here. Happy Saturday. All right, I'm at the bottom of the chat. So, all right, thank you guys for coming in. I'm sure we'll have some more people coming in. We'll also have some people watching the replays as well, too. So thank you guys for watching the replays in case you missed the live. So, Virginia, are we ready to talk about our trip that we had?
I'm ready, Captain. Let's go.
All right. Excellent. So I put some pictures together and some video clips. So let me go ahead and pull that up. The reason why we went to Fort Worth, Texas was because I won a trip to the PBR World Finals, which is bull riding. And so this is sponsored by Pendleton Whiskey. And so we went to the PBR World Finals in Fort Worth, Texas. Last 30 years it was in Vegas, and last year it moved to Fort Worth, Texas, and this year is in Fort Worth, Texas. And next year it's going to be in Fort Worth, Texas, and somewhere else. I can't remember the other place. Bull riding is where we went to. So this is our picture of us on the airplane. It was a nice ride. We had a nonstop flight from Pensacola, Florida to Fort Worth, Texas. Of course, I had the window seat because I got a vlog. Virginia had the middle seat, unfortunately, but it was a good flight. It's a little turbulent for this Virginia, but it was fine.
I did make it on time, though. I do have to point out because you were worried I wouldn't make it on time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. So, the night before, I was washing clothes because I'm a last-minute packer now, and I picked up my clothes, and I also picked up my phone, and I went to the washer, dumped my clothes in the washer, and I dumped my phone in the washer. I didn't know that, though. So I went and I turned the washer on, and I went back inside, and I'm like, where's my phone? So I looked frantically all over trying to find my phone, traced back my steps, and I thought, oh no, I think I might have put it in the washer. So I had to dig into the washer, found my phone. So my phone is nice and clean. Luckily, it's water resistant. And so I decided to take a hairdryer to it and blow it dry. But that was my mistake. One of my mistakes I made was doing that. But the phone is fine. No problems there. The next day, the morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, Virginia comes over, and I'm trying to find my keys. I could not find the keys to the car that's going to drive us to the airport. Looked all over, couldn't find them. Virginia had to come in, try to help me find it, and I had to trace back my steps again, and I thought, oh, I know where they're at. I looked in the laundry room, and my keys were on top of the dryer. So I left my keys there from the night before. So, anyways, we made it to the airport on time.
We did.
And, yeah, that was all right. That was all right.
It all worked out.
Let me get top. What? What'd you say?
It all worked out, thankfully.
Yeah, it worked out. It worked out.
And I was
I'm just getting caught up in the chat. Oh, Blaine is here, Really Creative Travel. Welcome aboard, Blaine. Also, Daniel, who's a fellow sweeper, is here too. Welcome aboard, Daniel. Good to have you here. Thank you, Meg, dropping in a link for the Sweeping Up Sweepstakes YouTube channel. Not that I really do too much on it, but it's there. And thank you, Danny D, for dropping in the link for Amy from Amethyst Haze Adventures. We'll show a picture of her coming up because we got to meet Amy as well. Let's see, everyone's saying hello to each other. Ryan Donahue is here. Welcome aboard, Ryan. Good to have you here as well. Let's see. Scrolling through. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Sharon says, between your phone and your keys, I think you need to stay out of the laundry room. Yes, I agree. Definitely. All right. So back to pictures. This is a picture from the flight. I got some video too. I actually put out a vlog yesterday. So if you missed it, check out that vlog. It was our travel day to Fort Worth, Texas. We went to Dallas, and then to Fort Worth, Texas, we stopped somewhere special. I'll talk about that in a second. But check out that vlog. That was part of the raid parade yesterday. So after live, feel free to check that out if you missed it. This was our rental car we had. It was a 2023 Nissan Rogue, and it was a white color. It was a nice car, don't you think?
Oh, it was very nice. I was scared at first because when they told us it was in the wrong spot, so it was a truck when we first showed up. So I was like, man, a truck for the whole thing. But we found it, and that's even better than expected. So it was very nice.
The only thing I couldn't figure out was the cruise control. We had to open up the manual to the car, and it had never been opened before because it was so brand new. Nobody opened it. So luckily, about a couple days within the trip, I finally figured out how to use the cruise control. So
I'm glad you drove, Captain, because between that cruise control and then doing, because the shifter I was not used to either, so that would have been nuts. So
yeah, it was interesting. I would never buy this car, but it got us around. And the traffic wasn't too bad either.
No, it wasn't. It's very nice.
So for lunch, I requested that we stop at a place that I don't have around here, and the one back in Iowa closed, but it's Long John Silver's, and I compromised because Virginia likes A&W. So I found this Long John Silver's A&W, and so I got to eat Long John Silver's. I got to have my chicken plank dinner meal there, the coleslaw and the corn, and the sweet and sour sauce. Virginia, what did you have? Do you remember?
I had a Papa Burger, so that was, and then the curly fries. So it was really good because I haven't had it since Iowa. Like you said, that's no longer there, so it's been a long time. So it was good.
And of course, if you're at A&W, you gotta have the root beer. So I had A&W root beer as well. All right, so then we made our way to our hotel, which was the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, Fort Worth Historic Stockyards. It's a tongue twister, but that's the whole name of that. But it was a nice hotel. What did you think of the hotel, Virginia?
I really liked it. I thought it was one of the nicer ones as far as I've been. It had 2 beds. The bathroom, even though it was long, I know that wasn't your favorite thing, but it was big compared to what I've been to. So I really liked it, and had a couch area. So plenty of room, I felt like, for both of us with all our stuff.
I had it. Yeah, and then the lobby was a nice lobby. It had a lot of seating down there, and that's where the continental breakfast was. And then also up on the top floor, they had a restaurant up there, and I'll show some pictures from that a little bit later. But yeah, it was a nice hotel and a nice room. Yeah, the bathroom was a little different. It was a rectangle, so that was kind of odd, and the placement of it was kind of odd. But yeah, I liked the room.
Yeah.
So we got to meet a couple of YouTubers while we were there in Fort Worth, Texas. We got to meet up with Amy from Amethyst Haze Adventures. She drove over 2 hours to come over to hang out with us for the day. So it was great meeting Amy. I've always been on live panels with her, talked to her in chat, but I've never met her physically in person. So it was great to meet Amy, our purple-haired Amy. We also got to meet Sharon and Gary from Cruising Scene. So it was great to meet Sharon and Gary. Gary was our driver, took us around Fort Worth, Texas, and took us to dinner. You paid for our dinner, so thank you, Gary, for dinner. That was very nice.
They were great guides. It's very nice having them take us around and telling us about it. So
yeah, Gary gave a nice little tour, historic tour of Fort Worth. So then we met everybody in the lobby of the hotel, and then we drove over to the Fort Worth Water Gardens. So this is the sign for the Fort Worth Water Gardens, and they have these water fountains or waterfalls, and you can walk all the way down into the middle part of that. So Virginia stayed up top. Amy and I, we both walked down there. It's kind of cool to be down there. I'll have a video coming out Friday, and I'll show you guys the video from the water garden. So, but this is one of the places there. What do you think of this, Virginia?
It was very nice. Part of me's like, oh, I wish I would have went all the way down there, but you know me, Jeff. You know me, Captain. I'm short, small, and those steps were a little deep, and plus I'm a klutz, so I didn't want to hurt myself the first there. I figured that'd be a bad way to start, but it was so nice and serene. I didn't expect it to be as quiet and peaceful as it was with all that water, so it just was beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice. And Danny D did drop in the link for the video from yesterday, so thank you, Danny. I'll take with the Captain Savvy, that Long John Silver's. Danny dropped in the link for Amy, Amethyst Hayes Ventures. Also dropped in the link for Sharon and Gary at Cruising Scene. So awesome. All right. So then the other part of the water gardens, they have an aerated pool. Here's a sign for it, but this is what the aerated pool is. It has these little kind of like sprinklers, but they're like mist. So it's kind of a cool thing. What'd you think about this one?
Oh, very nice. I love the little sprinklers. That was cute. So it was, again, very just serene. It was, I didn't expect it to drown out so much noise. It was all
right.
separate.
Yeah, because it's right in the middle of downtown Fort Worth. So yeah, it was a busy day, but I mean, it definitely blocks out the sound.
Yeah.
And then there was the quiet pool. So we went to the quiet pool, and it's just a nice little serene area. Now, I guess they have these waterfall things that weren't working, but I guess they come down on the sides of the wall. But in the pool needed some cleaning. I didn't take this picture. This is another picture someone else took. But the time we went, it looked like it was needed some cleaning. What'd you think about this place?
Very nice. Again, green. Maybe you should be a pool boy.
Yeah, maybe. I was a pool boy back in the day.
That's right. I always forget that part.
Yep. I worked for a pool and hot tub place for a couple years.
From scratch.
Yep. All right. So that was the water gardens. Then we went, Gary and Sharon and Amy and Virginia and I, we all went to the Sundance Square, which is also in downtown Fort Worth. And they got these nice little water fountains that go on. And then they got a nice little mural up on the left there. And then I'm not sure what some of these other, there's like a radio station there. And they had some other buildings there as well. And then they also had this silver hat, cowboy hat, that Virginia got a picture with. I think I got some video of it. But yeah. That was interesting.
That was my favorite thing. I was like, Captain, you got to take a picture. I don't know why, but it was like disco ball feeling when you get up to it. That's what it looks like. Yep.
Keisha says these are beautiful areas, the water gardens. Yeah, they are beautiful. Meg says captain, referee, cowboy, and pool boy. Oh my, yep. I wear multiple hats, that's for sure.
He does.
Cali Girl's here. Welcome aboard, Cali Girl. Good to have you here. We're just talking about our trip to Fort Worth, Texas. All right. Next, we went to the Fort Worth Stockyards, which is right by our hotel. And we drove around for a while. We parked, and then we kind of walked up and down a little bit, checked out the different places in Stockyards. We got to see a longhorn steer, a whole bunch of longhorn steers in this area. They had a holding area here. But it's kind of cool to see the different ones that they had. And you can get right up close and personal with them. So that was interesting. They had a picture where it shows all the different kinds that they had there and the names for them. And this is a picture that was there, Fort Worth Stockyards of the steer. Now, we did go to, that's coming up here in a second. We did went to the cattle drive. So twice daily, they have a cattle drive at 11:30 and at 4. and they just walk down the streets, and then they go back. And so I'll show you some pictures of that. So, Virginia, what did you think about this?
It was cool. I think I had no idea what I was expecting. I think in my head, it kind of reminded me of like when we're in Iowa in the parade. I think that's more so what I was expecting, not just the cattle going down. But it was neat to see them, more in an up close environment. So.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was kind of boring because you're just watching animals walk down the way. Yeah, I wish they would have more to it, but they did have cowboys on horses. That was something else, but it didn't take very long either. It took longer just to stand there and wait for them to come down, and then it was over in probably a couple minutes. So
yeah,
they do it twice daily, so at least go there and see it once if you're there. All right, so then after that, we walked to the Stockyard Station because we were told that there was a gun show or a gunfight going on. So we went ahead and checked that out. It's called the Legends of Texas Gunfights. They have it every weekend after the cattle drive, so 11:45, 4:15. And I guess they have different actors there. But here's a picture of what it looks like. And I don't know if they do it the same thing every day or they do different things, but the actors change. I didn't take this picture, but I did record the whole thing, so you may or may not see that vlog. It was kind of boring, but Virginia's favorite person is this girl over here. I'm sure I can zoom in on her. Zoom in on her, but she loved what's her line that she always said?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Yeah, so we probably don't recommend to see the gun show.
Yeah, if you do, I really think it caters to a lot more like if you have kids, because I think because they did try to involve the kids a lot in it, and at the end like taking pictures with them. So I feel like it's more of maybe if you have kids and it'd be something for them.
And it is loud. They do shoot blanks. So the kids are covering up their ears, as you can see.
Yeah.
All right. Moving next. So this is the car that was there at the Stockyard Station. And then, Meg said, wait a minute. Yeah, she said, wait a minute, 6, 7 times probably?
Oh, man. Maybe one too many.
Yeah, one too many for sure.
I see. Shannon put it in there. At one point she asked me, "Do you want to go shopping?"
Oh yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, you should have went shopping because
I should have. I think I was my feet were tired at that point, but I should have took her advice.
Yeah. So then we left the stockyards and we went to the one end of it, and we went to dinner. So we went to Cooper's Pit, old time Cooper's Pit Barbecue, and I guess Sharon and Gary were very nice. They paid for our dinner, so that was we appreciate that very much. But it's an interesting place. They cook their meats. You get to pick out your meats, and they basically have it cooking there. And then they have like another room where you get the sides, or if you get like a sandwich, you do that as well. And then they have this kind of like a area that you just sit in and eat. So it was an interesting place. What did you think about it?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. Picking the meat kind of reminds me of like the Paula Deen down here, where you pick your meat in the side. So it was kind of like the Texas version. But I enjoyed it. The food was great to me. I love the mac and cheese and the picnic table feel. So I enjoyed it. It was very.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it was interesting. It was good. I had the beef sandwich, chopped beef sandwich. So I like that. That was good. And they have their own barbecue sauce that you can get, and they have some other extras that you can get as well, and of course fountain drinks. So, but yeah, it wasn't too busy. It was a good time we went there when we did, because it got busy after we left there. All right, let me get caught up in the chat. I would definitely done shopping. Danny D said. Meg says, "Oh, barbecue, hoping for a big bite review on it." Yeah, I didn't record much at dinner. Amy did go live with Michael Ann. Michael Ann was live, and Amy tried to connect, and we were on there for just a little bit. So if you check out Michael Ann's live from this past weekend, or last Thursday, not this past Thursday, but the week before, you should be able to see us on there briefly. Danny D said, yes, that's when some of us saw you were at the restaurant. Yep, Michael Ann's panel for a little bit while you were there. Yeah, we were just there for a little bit.
I think you guys, like Gary was showing the meat and all that.
Yep. We were showing the men were showing their meat off. That's for sure. John says travel looks like my type of restaurant. Yeah, unfortunately, John, they did not have any slushies there, so sorry to disappoint. All right, so then next we went across the street to Billy Bob's, Texas. Billy Bob's, Texas is a honky tonk. It's the world's largest honky tonk. What is a honky tonk? Well, it's a place where people gather and listen to music, and they have all kinds of things there. It's a huge place. They have like multiple stages. They have a rodeo in there. They have a mechanical bull in there. They have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 bars. They've got a restaurant in there. Yeah, so this is like one part of the Billy Bob's. And of course, my picture with the sign. And then I just got some of the neon signs that were in there. And then Billy Bob's Texas sign. This is one of the stages. And they have the drum set up there. And then we got a picture together with the group as well here. So Amy on the left, and then Gary, Sharon, and the best captain ever, me, and then Miss Virginia on the right. So that was our group picture there. What did you think of Billy Bob's, Virginia?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I love seeing, I guess it was handprints, right? And footprints of like all the people that have been there. I mean, it had pretty much anybody you could think of was there. That was really neat. They even had I'm mad I didn't get video of you and your basketball skills because they had that game. You did really well. I was surprised.
Yeah, they had some arcade games in there, and I got the urge to play basketball in there. I didn't do very good, but it was all right.
You did better than I thought. I was teasing them. I'm like, if you get 3 shots, I'll be impressed. But I think you did quite a few. So.
And Sharon and Virginia, they were checking out the mechanical bull in there. I guess it's not a working mechanical bull. You can just sit on it. Is that right?
Photo op. Yep. I was trying to get you to go, but no. But that's okay. We had the real thing later on. We'll see.
The real thing. We'll show pictures of that as well. But it was great. And this was the last. We got to ride back to the hotel with Sharon and Gary and Amy. But it was great meeting them. We had a fun day at the Water Gardens and at the Sundance Square and at dinner, and also at Billy Bob's. So it was a great time. So hopefully we'll be able to meet Amy on a cruise. Hopefully get to meet Sharon and Gary on a cruise, or maybe we'll go back to Texas sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. So appreciative of them showing us around and everything they did. So it was a pleasure meeting them.
Yeah, we were all eating Danny D on the stream thing. That must have been an experience to Billy Bob's. Yeah, Paul, I don't know if Paul's here, but Paul Vines was telling us about Billy Bob's as well, too. And Gary was talking. I don't know, did Gary said he played there? I think maybe he played there.
I think he played at the White Elephant Saloon down there. They showed that one I remember, but I remember. He may.
But yeah, a lot of musical artists have been there. I mean, not just country, but all kinds, rock and roll and everything. Everybody was there, so that's pretty cool. And they have like a little outside there, like a walk of fame, like the stars or whatever. So that was kind of cool. Let's see. John said, "Not sure I would have appetite if all the men were showing their meat." Yeah, well, to each their own, John. Virginia, I think you said if you get 3 shots, I get a picture on the bull.
And I know he didn't take the bed. It's all right though.
Let's see. I know he played at White Elephant. Okay, I knew it was a White Elephant, but I thought he also played at Billy Bob's with it. Okay. Paul's working. Oh, that's too bad. Well, hopefully he'll catch the replay. Because Paul gave us some recommendations of checking out Billy Bob's. Also, the train ride, which we'll talk about in a little bit here. We are halfway through the show. We're going to stop at the top of the hour. At the top of the hour, the Saturday Stroll kicks off with a live show. Pedroza Travel will be kicking off the live show. And then it'll be the Saturday Stroll. There's a bunch of premieres from the cruising, travel, RV, and nomadic community. So check that out after this. Also, I think Wanda from Cruising Food is live right now as well during this time. So feel free to check out a replay of her live, or if you want to leave us, you can. But prefer that we stick around because we got more pictures and videos to come up. All right, moving forward. The next day, we left Sharon and Gary and Sharon. They all went back home. But the next day, we had breakfast. We were supposed to have a group breakfast. It got postponed to the next day. So we had the continental breakfast. So this is a picture of part of the meal I had. Virginia does not like that I have ketchup or salsa on my eggs.
No.
No. All right. Well, to each their own.
Yeah, exactly.
And the banana was bad, so I did not have the banana. They had to make your own waffles, and so they had one in the shape of Texas. So I thought that was kind of cool. First of all, I didn't know it was the state of Texas because I had to turn sideways.
To realize, I thought you just had messed it up, Captain. I'm just gonna
that's what I thought. It normally comes out like circular or whatever, but I turned it sideways, like, oh, this is the state of Texas. So that was kind of cool. After breakfast, we went down. Virginia wanted to do some shopping. So we went back to Stockyard Station. We walked down from our hotel. I just took a couple pictures. I found this stuff for Meg. She loves tacos, Meg. So I sent her this picture, or I tagged her in a picture. But it had some taco stuff. Then Virginia, you bought a couple of things from these stores.
Yeah, I had every place when I go, I have to get a magnet. I love having a magnet, so I had to find me a magnet. Plus, they had. I was telling the captain every place I go to, if they have like a penny machine where they can imprint like a design on it, I had to do that. So, and I found a couple things in there, so I was happy.
That's good. Let's see. Oh, Meg said, Virginia's here. It'd be rude to leave. Yes, it would be rude to leave.
That's right.
Sharon says, no, I agree. No ketchup on salsa or eggs. Come on, Sharon.
You. Yes, thank you, Sharon. See.
John said, Virginia, ketchup and salsa does not go on eggs. What?
See, Karen, I'm not always wrong.
Well. Thank you, Danny D, for dropping in the link to the Saturday Stroll playlist, which comes on after my live. So thank you for that. Yes, tacos. Meg says tacos.
Ooh, yes.
Shady Hill Homestead is here. Welcome aboard, Shady Hill Homestead. Good to have you here. We're just talking about our trip to Fort Worth, Texas. Also, Bama Noah Lawn Adventures is here. Welcome aboard, Bama Noah. Good to have you here. Danny D says, I would never leave. Thank you, Danny.
Aww.
I have salsa on breakfast tacos. See? Breakfast tacos. All right. Back to pictures. So this is just like a little water thing they had at Stockyard Station. We also went, I didn't take a picture. I didn't post a picture, but we went to Fat Tuesday. They have a Fat Tuesday here. I introduced Virginia to Fat Tuesday. I've been to them in New Orleans and in Cozumel. What did you think of Fat Tuesday?
I thought it was good. It's I know they have. I think the closest one down here is Biloxi that you've been to, and so I haven't been able to go there yet. But it was pretty good. I know you said I think that was a newer one, so I don't, or maybe they just didn't have all the stuff because they were kind of limited. But I loved it, so I'm glad I got the small though.
Yeah, I should have gotten the small too, but yeah, they only had like half of the selections that they do. And for those of you that don't know what Fat Tuesday is, it's basically frozen daiquiris, and you can get different flavors of it. And usually they have like a menu that you can do like a combination of the different daiquiris to get different like taste, but they didn't have that. So it was a pretty new place.
Yeah.
They probably just opened up not long ago.
Yeah, I think they're getting their kind of bearings there and kind of deciding what they want still.
Yep. So then we walked back towards the hotel. This is the Fort Worth Livestock Exchange building that they had there. And then we went back to the hotel because we wanted to check out the pool. So our hotel had a pool. Our room looked down onto the pool. It was an interesting pool. It was a rectangle. I guess they have rectangles in this hotel. But it wasn't too deep. It got down to like, what, 4 feet, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't, because I'm a shorty, and so it really didn't go that deep. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah. The only thing was it was not very warm. It was a very cool pool, but once you got in there and got used to it, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I got some pictures there in the pool. I had my pineapple shorts on with right side up and upside down pineapples. So I don't have any pictures of that, but I'll probably wear them on my next cruise coming up. Yeah.
My flamingos, so.
What?
It went good with my flamingos, the pineapples.
Yes, it did, for sure. Meg says the captain doesn't like rectangles, apparently. No, I don't.
I don't think
We're just not in the bathroom and not this pool thing. I like round, circular. All right. Next, then we got dressed up because we were going to attend our first rodeo, my first rodeo, PBR World Finals. So this is the outfit that I got, and then the hat. And then there's a picture of Virginia and I in the elevator lobby there. And then we waited for people, and then they said, "Hey, let's get on the shuttle bus." So this is a shuttle bus. Again, this is sponsored by Pendleton Whiskey. So they have their own little shuttle bus here. So we got to go on there, and we got to take that to the arena, which was Dickies Arena. And I just took a picture of this. This is the west entrance. This is where they dropped us off at. And then we had to get back on the shuttle after the event. And then this is the inside of Dickies Arena with the bull riding set up there. What did you think of the arena?
It was nice. I liked the arena. I thought it was, I can compare to, I've been to one like for football, so it was really nice. I enjoyed it. I felt like the chairs, we had enough space. I didn't feel cramped. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed it. Yeah,
I thought the seats were nice. They're nice and comfy too. They're it's a newer arena, I think, and it was nice. And we had a good time. I'm going to show you some video clips, I think, coming up, some of the action that took place. First though, we did go outside. We found the Pendleton Whiskey, not food truck, but drink truck that they had out there. So we found that out there. We also find this big snake. This is the home of the Texas Rattlers. They had different teams for bull riding, and so this is their home turf, I guess. And so we found that out there, and Virginia got a picture with it. And then we went back inside, and then we got ready for the World Finals, and I think I have a video coming up next. Oh, nope, got a picture together, sitting down at the arena. Oh, and then they had, of course, they showed us on TV and also streaming. So they got all the lights and sound effects, and they got the special effects with the fire and the pyro, so and the lasers and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool, nice little setup they got. Yeah. Let me get chat caught up in the chat before we go too far. I don't know if I said hello. That Sherry Awesome Sunsets is here. Welcome aboard. Oops, I didn't post the right thing. She went. There she goes. Sherry Awesome Sunsets, welcome aboard. Good to have you here, Sherry. Virginia does not have a link to a channel. She's not on YouTube. So unfortunately,
supporter.
but you can check out my channel and my vlogs that are coming up in the future, and you'll see some of Virginia on my vlogs coming up. So check that out. Let's see. That snake, nope, says Meg.
If it were real, I would not go near it, Meg.
Oh yeah, Danny would be afraid of that too. All y'all look all country. Yep, we sure do.
YEE-HAW! An effort.
Yeah, we tried. Some of the people dressed up and some did not. So
yeah,
we made some effort.
Yes.
I did not want to wear boots though. That was my one thing. I did not want to wear boots. Jimmy's here. Welcome aboard, Jimmy, the astute tourist. Welcome aboard. Let me see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. All right, back at the bottom of the chat. All right, so I think I have a video clip coming up. Let's see if I can show that.
This moment for the PBR World Finals Event Championship. After winning the
So that's just a short clip of some of the pyro going on and the Cowboys lined up there. I got a couple more video clips, short ones. So there was a successful ride. For those of you that don't follow bull riding, which I don't, but I did a little research, but you have to try to stay on the bull for 8 seconds, and you got to keep one hand up in the air, not touching the bull or anything. You have to have one hand up in the air, the other one's holding, of course, and you got to try to ride for 8 seconds. So we saw a lot. We saw some people, some of the Cowboys did it, but a lot of them got bucked off.
Yeah, the first night especially, there was quite a few. I was surprised because I think the previous day that we weren't there, you said that, if I wasn't mistaken, like only 3 of them made it. So I was thinking, oh man, there's not going to be a lot. But that first night was like close to almost a dozen maybe. And then the next night was maybe half that. So, but it was still pretty, we saw more than I thought we would.
Yeah, that was pretty, the first night, we liked the first night more than the second night. I think it's because we had never experienced it before, and we tried to take it all in. So it was kind of surprising the first night, and the second night we've been there before, so we kind of know what's going on. So it wasn't as exciting. Sorry for the coughing. All right, next I got another video clip, I believe. So that was a bad ride. It didn't last very long on that one. I just want to show you the different rides of the bulls. Okay, so then after the show, we head back to the hotel, and we were hungry. We were going to stop and get tacos next to the taco place, Meg, but Virginia wanted some more time to be ready. So we skipped tacos, and then we didn't eat anything at the arena. So we had a late night Jack in the Box. Virginia had said that she wanted to eat at places she hadn't eaten before.
Right.
Besides Long John Silver's and the A&W. But so we tried out Jack in the Box. What did you think of Jack in the Box?
I thought it was good. I think I preferred more the A&W, but it wasn't bad. My thing is just if you're going somewhere, I just don't want to eat something that I can get at home. So I'm glad we went to places that we don't have. Even the A&W, and even though we've eaten there, I hadn't had it in so long. So I was glad to get something different. Yeah,
it was all right. It's kind of like Hardee's, I thought. So, and they had tacos there too, but Virginia didn't want to get tacos either.
I didn't trust.
we almost went to Taco Bell. This was like 11 o'clock at night. But I twisted her arm and tried Jack in the Box. So.
Yes.
All right. The next day, we had our group breakfast, which we should have had the day before, which would have been nice because then we get to know people that are on our group. But this was up in the restaurant, and they had a Pendleton whiskey bottle there. And I got a picture with the Pendleton whiskey. Virginia did as well. I don't think I have that picture. And then we had a nicer breakfast upstairs. So that the bacon was really good. I didn't really care for the French toast or the biscuit. The sausage was good, and they had some other stuff there. What did you think of the breakfast?
I was happy with them. In between, it definitely was more upscale than the Continental. I was happy with. I know the bacon you said you tried, and that was really good. And they had drinks, so I got me a Bloody Mary and a mimosa. It was nice, y'all.
Yep.
And I was good. The captain didn't have to take care of me or nothing. I didn't go forward.
Yeah, it was an open bar, but they only had like 3 or 4 drinks that were available, and one of them had Pendleton whiskey. So we actually never got a chance to try Pendleton whiskey. I tried before this live show today. I went to a couple liquor stores, tried to find just a small sample bottle of Pendleton whiskey, but nobody had it. They just had the big bottles, and of course I'm a frugal captain. And I didn't want to pay $30 for a bottle of whiskey that I probably wouldn't drink anyways.
Yeah, you and I were really not whiskey drinkers, so getting a big bottle just seemed like a waste.
We get caught up in the
chat. Thanks, Meg. Yeah, I will get my drink on. Time.
Josh said he always wanted to go to PBR Rodeo. Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if I'd ever go again. At least we went once and say that we did, so it was interesting. Billy is wearing the right. What was that?
It was nice to go during the finals because I've been to one before, but it definitely didn't have all the pyro. I don't think it was the finals in Iowa, so it definitely had a lot more activity.
Yeah, we didn't go to the final day because we had to leave the final day. We just went to the 2 nights before that, so. It would have been nice to be there on the final day. But, oh well. I am wearing the red hat today. Thank you. I could do that with a Bud Light in my hand. Oh, right in the bowl. Yeah. Bud Light Lime. Not just Bud Light. Bud Light Lime. Meg says, I don't think I'd even make it into the arena. Skip tacos, she said. Yeah, we skipped tacos.
I know. Failed.
Bam and Noah had to leave. Thank you, Bam and Noah, for hanging out. Hopefully check out the rest of the replay. Let's see. Yeah, get your drink on, Miss Virginia. Meg said. All right, moving forward. So we had a breakfast, and then this is the view from the restaurant. It's up on the 6th floor, so you got to see the stockyards area. And then you also got to see, I believe that's downtown Fort Worth. So we got to see that as well, too. So it's a nice views from the hotel. Then after breakfast, we also got gift bags. So let me go ahead and pull that up. So we got gift bags after breakfast. I'm going to show this real quick because we only got 12 minutes and I got to get through the rest of the pictures. But they gave us a PBR hat, which was cool.
Yes.
And then we also they had some Pendleton whiskey hats that we got at the breakfast. So that was nice. They also had these bandanas. So they had a red one, a black and white one. They all say Pendleton whiskey on them. We also got some sunglasses, Pendleton whiskey sunglasses. We also got a nice little flask. We each got a gift bag. So that was cool.
Right,
Not one, but we each got one. So Pendleton whiskey flask. We also have a black bandana as well. They had a belt buckle, Pendleton whiskey belt buckle. So that was, I tried to put it on, but it wouldn't stay on. But so that was cool. We also got some patches that say Pendleton whiskey, and then we got a little pin that said Pendleton whiskey on it. So, and I think that was and then a pen.
Yeah.
But that was our gift bag. We were told that we were supposed to get a gift bag when we checked into the hotel. We thought we were getting that. When we checked into the hotel, they gave me this little bag, and I didn't open it until we got up into the hotel room. Open up the little bag, and it's just 2 bottles of water. And I'm like, why would the sponsor give us 2 bottles of water? Well, come to find out, that was the welcome bag from the hotel, not this gift bag. So we had some miscommunication there.
Yeah. I think they were delayed on between the breakfast and the gift bags was a little delay.
Yeah.
It all worked out, but yeah, I was like, that's the gift bag? 2 bottles of water?
Yeah. John said, hope that bacon was crispy. No, it was not crispy, but it was good. Sweet gift bag, says Jimmy. Yep, there was a nice bag. I was hoping there was a T-shirt inside, but they said that we could reach out to them and possibly get a T-shirt, so we might do
I was
that.
expecting whiskey. I was really surprised. I thought it was going to, that was, I think, the biggest surprise of it all, that we whiskey.
I think it's because we're flying on an airplane.
I guess so. That makes sense.
And it was a short trip, so many people just took a carry-on and stuff and probably didn't have,
Right. Okay.
couldn't take it with them, so.
True.
Nice gift bag. Glad you received the real one. Yeah, finally we received the real one. Did you get any whiskey? No. We didn't get any whiskey at the free breakfast, and we didn't get any whiskey anywhere. We just sat at regular seats at the arena. I thought maybe they would put us like in a suite at the arena. We get like free food and drinks, but no, we didn't get that at all. We just had regular seats, but they were expensive seats, but yeah. Back to pictures real quick. I'm going to go ahead and finish up. We got 8 minutes left. This is just a picture I took at the Professional Bull Riders Champion belts. There's me with the picture. Virginia also got one too. I didn't post that in here. We got to ride a longhorn steer. So they were walking down the road, but we got a chance to ride one. It was like $5 to get on there, get your picture taken. So this is a picture of me riding the longhorn. And then here's Miss Virginia on her longhorn. So it was cool. I'm glad we got to do that. We dressed up for it. Then we went down to the Stockyard Station because Virginia, actually Paul suggested that we ride the train. So we did ride the rails, the Grapevine Vintage Railroad. So this is the caboose for it. But this is a train that leaves, boarding begins at 2:35, leaves at 3. And it runs on Saturdays, Sundays, and some holidays. And then there's a ticket booth inside the Stockyard Station. It was, and they had different classes. They had economy class, touring class, first class. So it's $10, $11, $12. We figured, why not? We'll just pay the first class $12 for the better seating. And then this is our ticket stub from the railroad. And then this is the train. So we're in train 209 here on the right, first class. On the left is the touring car. It has the bigger windows. I kind of maybe wish we would have sat there, get better views. Not that there really wasn't any good views, but it was all right. And this is a couple pictures. This is on the train itself, looking down our car. Here's a picture of us on the train. Here's a picture I stole. I took a picture of the picture they took of us. So that's our picture. Sneakily took that. And then, that was it of the train. What did you think of the train, Virginia?
It was good. I mean, like you said, there wasn't much views. I mean, it was pretty much just trees. I think there was a park. It was maybe the most exciting. But they did have the acting on there, and I think that was a little more better than the gunfight one, so that was nice. But I haven't really been on a train, so that was, to me, that was the fun part of it. So
yeah, it was good. It reminded me of the train ride I went on when I went to Manchester, New Hampshire last year, and it was kind of cool. Yeah, they had the train heist. Where they have the sheriff, some woman, and then they had the gangster or bad guy stealing the money, and it was kind of bad because we couldn't really see because it took place behind us. And so we had to turn around to try to see some of it, but it was okay. Yeah, it was better acting than the gunfight, that's for sure. Jimmy says never tried Pendleton whiskey. I never have either, so maybe sometime. Let's see. Glad you got on the real thing. Oh, a train? The Longhorn steer. Yep.
Yes.
Woo, train, says Meg. Paul's here. Welcome aboard, Paul. I didn't even see him come in. I missed him. Welcome aboard, Paul. we're talking about the train ride you suggested to us. Paul really likes to ride the train. Come on, ride the train. Choo-choo, ride it. Keyboard Man just left. I got my signal straightened out. Awesome, Jimmy. That's good. I'm glad you're straightened out for once. Conway Scenic Railroad. Yep, that's the one I went on in Manchester, New Hampshire. Well, north of Manchester. Sharon said that the train and underground in the shopping area. Well, in the Stockyard station. So it left the station, went out to the park area, and then it went backwards, back to the Stockyard station. So, yeah, first class of Meg. Yep, we were fancy like that. All right, good. Let me get to the rest of the pictures. We got 4 minutes. So this picture of me dressed up in the lobby. Here's our group picture of some of the. There's a couple of sweepstakes winners in here. Actually, a couple of them were missing. Not everybody attended the second night, so we are missing some people in this group picture. And then here's a picture of us in front of the shuttle bus out there. We went back to the arena. We sat on the opposite side where we sat the night before. And then here's a video clip.
It's the PBR World Finals.
Okay, so that was.
Here we go.
So that was a bad ride. Plus the pyro there. So the pyro was kind of cool. I finally got video of that. Let me play a couple more clips and we'll finish up these pictures. That was another bad ride.
Yeah, the second night.
And that was a good ride there. Let me see what else I got. Oh, and then this is the end of the show where they have a winner for the evening. So that's all the ladies up there, and then the guy in the middle is the winner of that event. And then the next day we went to Walmart first, and then we headed back to the airport, and then we started flying back home to Pensacola. And I got one last clip. And that is the rest of my pictures. So, yeah, that was our trip to Fort Worth, Texas. What did you think overall, Virginia, about the trip?
Overall, I had a great time. I know you taking me, so I probably wasn't your first choice, but you put up with me. So I had a great time, and I really appreciate it. It was good to get away.
You're welcome. I'm glad you were able to come along with. I thought about I could just go by myself, too. That was an option, but I'm glad Virginia came along with because she got me out to do some other things. Otherwise, I'd probably be sticking around the hotel room more often, just relaxing. But thank you for going with me and going to the event and going to on the train ride and watching the boring gunfight show. And and it was great meeting Amy, Sharon, and Gary. It was great meeting them. I'm glad we got the chance to do that. We kind of just put that together last minute. So it was great meeting them. Let me go ahead and let me finish up the comments, and then we'll go ahead and end this show. Looks like you had a great time. So great to meet you all. Yes, a great meeting you, Sharon.
Yes, I think it was
Meg, Meg says great live. So nice to see you, Virginia, and of course the captain. Thank you, Meg. Looks like a fun time, says John. So Gary said, if I had a way to pay you for putting up with Captain Billy Trade Travels, I would. What? I'd have put it with her. What are you talking about? Always fun of a friend, said Jimmy.
Yes.
Laugh out loud, Sir Gary. Yeah. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for coming in. The Saturday stroll is kicking off So check out that playlist that was dropped earlier in the chat. I will have my next vlog coming out Friday, probably for the Raid Parade. That'll be the Water Gardens, Sundance Square, and probably the dinner we went to and the Billy Bob's. For that, I gotta edit it together, so we'll see how long it is. But anyways, that'll probably be next Friday, and then I'll have a couple more vlogs. I'll have about our train ride, and then also just walking around the stockyards, and then also the bull riding events that we took place. And I guess Meg has blocked Paul for some reason. Anyways, thank you guys for coming in. Do hit the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Thank you to my guest, Miss Virginia, for joining me. Normally I go by myself, but I'm glad to have her on here and talk about our live show. So thank you guys for coming in. And I don't know when I'm going to go live next. Probably not for a little while. I probably will talk about my Sweepstakes convention that I'm going to in July. So maybe in June sometime I'll go live and talk about that. But thank you guys for joining us today, and I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. Remember those that are fallen and that gave the ultimate sacrifice this weekend. So thank you guys for coming in, and we'll see you guys later. Captain Billy J out. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
I'm going to find the outro video. Okay, bye.